Hello, people. Oh, that's an echo from me. There we go. Hi. I'm not late, Reese. I'm on time. Right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my first stream in what feels like years. Bear with while I'm a bit awkward getting the grips of how to do this again. Welcome to a project I've been invited to help with, which is a broad gauge route, which is a fictional broad gauge route that I've been slowly picking away out for a few months now. Which is a line that, if I hit the map button, starts from about this line here, from this little like highlighted section in the middle here, and goes down all the way to Bridgewater, which, believe it or not, I have not gotten to yet. But as you can see, I have done most of the terrain painting. I have not gotten to the terrain painting over on this side because this is going to be intricate English. This is going to be complex. And it's a large town, which I have the map for so that I can like look at it. In fact, can I just let's go into the editor. Can I have an API key that works? Is that a thing that I do have indeed? No, it does not seem like it. Alright, raw dog it is. Yeah. So today I was thinking about just placing a absolute metric ton of trees. Now just making sure I'm coming through clear, you guys can hear me, yes, everyone's okay. I'm not pulling a Riley where I'm talking to myself for 20 minutes and making a mockery of myself. Goodbye frame rates. Reese, I am getting like 200 frames. I don't know what you're talking about. My FPS is at the bottom there. Right, good. So, yeah, that is basically the plan for today. Is just try to get the distance scenery as complete as possible this side of the river because that is a monster, and I have a lot of modification to do, including adding a like dock area right here. Oh, well, the trees are laid. No, it should be still be fine. I don't use 3D trees a lot. Like, I use them here, and then you can see right behind them there is a 2D tree. Because from a distance, you can't really tell the difference. Which is a little trick. Don't just 3D tree everywhere because you will screw up your game. I have also started putting in these embankments that are on, well, embankment grass that are on my embankments. Whether they stay or not, I don't know. If Harry and Riley are doing them on their bits, I'll leave them. If not, I'll go through and remove them once I'm done because I want it to match. Uh, Good question. Because I don't actually know the full story because I'm just builder in it. Let me grab something really quick. Bear with. I am totally prepared person that 100% knows what he's talking about and doing. Do, 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 do. Thanks, Harry. And no, I'm not gonna fumble this explanation because I'm not gonna be the one to explain it. I am gonna be very, 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 very. Let's see. Do I have it anywhere? do that. Okay. I haven't been dead. I've been having a life. I've always been living. Let's see. Image file, because plagiarism is the most sincere form of flattery, and so I've heard. Might have gotten that quote wrong. This is going to be slightly stretched because of the aspect ratio used by the man who made it, but, you know, we will. That's fine, Reese. Shit happens. Fuck it. We make it as good as we can, which is boom. This is a map that Harry created of the entire fictional bit of railway, if you will. So you can see clearly where everything is. You can see where things are going to go. And there's a lot of explanation up there on what everything is. That way, I don't have to fumble a single explanation because you guys can use your eyes and read. Now, my section is roughly from Comwich, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Read it to us. Nuh-uh. The Spark Notes, it's set somewhere between the late 1870s and early 1890s. It's in an alternate universe. And the section I'm working on is the line to Bridgewater, mostly. So that should be all the explanation you guys need, unless, well, you never learned how to read, which I'm sorry for you. You're just gonna have to cope and seethe, unfortunately. Now, as per usual with these things, I don't have any like music or anything. Put on your own music, kick back, relax. I'm playing my own music. I don't think you guys can hear it. At least I hope not, or I'm gonna get power struck by Powerwolf very hard. Power struck? Copyright struck. That's the word. I'm working on the bottom blue line-ish, Reese. From the place that says Comwich and down, roughly, is what I'm working on to Bridgewater. Everything else, out of my control. For now, unless I need to pick up some slack and do some other areas when I'm done. Right, should that be needed to be brought up again, we will bring it up. For now, I will try to, what's it called? Try to get shit sorted. Has it made 200 songs sound acid? Yeah, yeah. It's not a bad shout. I will speak to him. Probably would be. Not my scene though, so I don't have those assets. Hey Gabe, it's going pretty good. About to start building, which is always fun. So I'm gonna do what I always do and just start placing shit. If you don't know, I swear a lot. It is sort of how I was raised. Swearing is kind of just part of my upbringing. I'm trying to tone it down as of recent, but no promises. Also, I move fast, so if you like get motion sick easily, sorry, not sorry. Right. Let's focus on this area, because I want to get this church area done. That tree has already been used. Whoops. Too small. There we go. Yeah, well, that's not something you should brag about, because that's how people die. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the other people around you. So, have fun with that on your conscience if you're looking at your phone while driving. Not a smart thing to do. Basically up there with drinking and driving. Oh, dear. Oh, okay, you don't drive. Okay, well, that's better. Thing is, Reese, it's a pain, and you will hate it. You'll hate yourself, and you'll hate the game even more than you already do. And you will want to just drop it and not ever touch it again. But it's the best we got, so what to do, eh? Like, I hate this game, but it's the best we got, so what am I gonna do? Stop playing? Yeah, but it's Transcend World, so no thank you. No offense to the modern scene, but offense to the modern scene, it's boring. Personally. Hello there. Where are the... There you are. Right, we're gonna run a little test here. I'm gonna hit play on my Spotify and pray that it does not leak through. Let me know if it does. Anything? No? Good. Okay. Good, 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 good. That means I can actually, keep myself sane while doing this, not sit here in silence. Nice one, Reese. Hello, new people, by the way. I know Harry shared the link to this in Golden Age, so if you're new, hi. I'm Chris. I don't do streams a lot often. A lot often. I am also Norwegian, so my English is not perfect. But hope you enjoy your stay, and yeah, that's about it. I have lost complete touch on what live streaming is over the years. Need to do this more often. I'm thinking. It's 21. Is that small enough? Yeah, roughly. And now we do a little what I like to call plagiarism of my own work. Did that work? Is that? No, that did not work. There you go. Norwegian language has no accent? Not really. We have dialects, which is basically the same thing. I say that, it's really not. I did not know I could do that. Damn. Thanks, Art. Norwegian's kind of silly. We just have dialects. My half my family's from up north, different dialect. Rest of it's from down where I live, different dialect. You basically travel 30 minutes and you got a different dialect. It's not fun. Yes, you do need to do those tutorials because I can root build. I just don't know the like hidden things. I started root building in 2020, I think, 4 years ago now. Steep learning curve. Do not recommend, but also it's good to know how to do things yourself. Alright. Let's do 26. That is 6, not 26. Oh, it's hard to do, alright? I hate it. I hate root building. I will be the first to admit it. But I was the only one who could do what I wanted to do. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta take actions into own hands, and hey, I've gotten pretty decent at it. That's roughly how I want it. Need to fix it a bit. The trick is, don't start big. Make a little branch line terminus diorama. Like, it's not about making the best roots in sliced bread on your first attempt. It's about getting to know the tools. Jesus Christ, shift gate, thank you. Yeah, well, the thing is, Harry, you're an overachiever. Hate to break it to you. Thank you, Ash. Yes, skill issue, indeed. Right. Let's yeet some stuff. I'm not sure Powerwolf is the right music for working on, this. I'm kind of getting stressed. Let's do that. Old broad gauge. That is the theme to this route. I will quickly flash it up again, which sounds dirty, but you know, we move. This is the project once it shows up. That is sort of the working theory that we've got going. So it says up top in the right corner, it's up to you, but it's between the 1870s and 1890s. I'm not building all of this, by the way. I'm building the blue section that says Comwich and then down to Bridgewater, roughly. Unless Harry decides that he has more work for me, in which case, we shall see. Right. Get rid of that. Move that over here. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he's really in for it, isn't he? Alright. Remove that and check. That looks fine from a distance, since I had some trees in. Let's lower that to 25. Was that 20? No, that was 20. 25. Thank you. Uh, Technically, Riley can build right now. Like, it's no issue. Riley can, because the root just gets combined at the end because magic. It's not really magic, but magic. I'll add the road in later. Just if you're doing live streams, just like be chill, be yourself. Don't like put on a character. It's not good for you in the long run. Also, prepare for a steep curve of barely getting watched, because that's what I went through at the start. I mean, I was lucky. I started out streaming along with friends who were sharing it around and, you know, actually interested in helping me out, which, yeah, a bit of a head start. I'm not gonna lie there. I did get a pretty handy boost there at the start, which I am eternally grateful for. Don't get me wrong. But for example, when I tried to stream actual gaming on Twitch, did some like 7 Days to Die, Fallout, Pokemon. You're like averaging 2 to 3 views. Yeah, pretty much, Ash. Also, I am very sporadic. I will move between areas at a like moment's notice. I will just be like, okay, this area has had stuff done to it. Now to move to another area. Yeah, I did like Nuzlocke and shiny hunting and all that stuff. But yeah. Yes, it does. So in my quote unquote heyday of streaming, when I like actually streamed a lot, I went from like, I don't know, 5, 6 viewers up to, how many was it? Like, I think my peak was 78 viewers on a review of one of Chris's products, which nothing to scoff at, especially with like the niche of our community. Hell, I'd still do this if I had like 3 viewers because I just enjoy it. That's sort of like what it falls down to, is you gotta enjoy what you do, not do it for attention. Now, I have been placing poplar trees. I don't know if they're like accurate to the time period, uh, but I like them. Uh, Harry can probably tell me if they're like accurate or not. These are called poplar trees, right? Ah, damn. All right, yeeting those then. It's like aesthetics is one thing, but accuracy is like the key thing we want to go for here. Oh yeah, no, it's no worries. It's an easy fix. Just delete the poplar trees. They don't really affect the scenery that much. Just need to make sure I got them all. That's not poplar. Yep, that's them gone. FF oak tree. FF oak trees? What the fuck? What the hell did they come up under? Is it like a... Oh. FF sparse. Tree oak large. Okay. Oh, these things. Yeah. Good call. Trees I don't actually use that often. I should probably start including these on, like, my own route. Because oak trees were pretty common back in the days. EK being browner and Bear Valley being greener. Oh, nice. The more you know. Yeah, my channel name plus a bunch of bananas wasn't really doing it anymore. Might as well do something I'm actually, proud of. Um, it's really subjective because I don't know. It's not really subjective then, is it? I just don't know. I have really good internet, so I've always had it, except for when it kept dropping out midstream, but we don't talk about those dark days. Hang on, my playlist is about to end. I want to go back to some sea shanties. There we go. Because I was a kid and my friend came up with the username and it stuck. Um, would I have changed it? No, not really. I like it. 13. Yeah, no, believe it or not, the username was actually my second Minecraft account after the first one got lost. So, yeah, it's one cringe backstory, but you know what? It stuck. Besides, Minecraft isn't that cringe anymore. It's gotten pretty based. Lockdown Minecraft sessions, they hit like the right spot. Uh, I do sound American, yes, but that's because I picked up the accent when I played GTA when I was like 13. If you want my really old accent back, I can talk like this, but I sound stupid. So that was my old accent. I picked up this one from a guy in Texas. Uh, you know, better than me doing a UK impression. Apparently, I get stabbed if I do that, like in public. So we stick to this one. But I do get the sounding American a lot. Like whenever I visit England and I go to like pay or do anything really, it's like I get the stink eye until I say that I'm Norwegian, and then all of a sudden everything is good. Yeah, I did use that voice back then. Cause Lars Ulrich, he's Danish. I like Metallica. I mean, I have a Metallica tattoo, so yes, I like Metallica. Let's see. Maybe. I've never seen that movie, so. Like, I genuinely just have not seen that because it wasn't. I think it came out right as I was born, and then it just never stuck around because it wasn't very good. Uh, do I like the UK? Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it's not happening anymore because of reasons I'm not getting into, but I wanted to move to the UK. Uh, but financially, I'm better off staying in Norway than just visiting the UK. But I love going to the UK. It's like, oof, I've been what 6 times now in just under 2 years because I just love it so much over there, which is not something most people expect when they talk about the UK. I've got the impression of. Hmm. I never finished this road. Aim for the bushes. Uh, all over the place, really. And I'm gonna piss Gwayon off because I'm counting Wales, and Reese for that matter. But I'm counting Wales in the same thing here. Nottingham, Surrey, Bristol, Oxford, Reading, Basingstoke, like the SVR I've been to, Great Central I've been to, Swansea, Cardiff, and a few other places I can't remember. York, been to York. What road did I use? Was it the EK Dirt one? Yes, it was. It's a pretty good few places to be. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, so they go to the Railway Museum with a mate of mine. Completely and utterly ignored everything except for the star and the memorabilia and the like. I think is it called the engine house? The back room with all the like memorabilia stuff. Oh no, I've been to the city center of Nottingham plenty of times on my own at midnight. Never had an issue. Got drunk at the pit, I think it's called. Pretty base bar. Just keep to yourself, innit? That's the best way to do it. Just avoid everyone else. Oh yes, because that's a thing. Uh, have you ever watched Inns of Sodor? I don't think so, unless that's Tanzig. I think I watched like up until the war stuff, and then I stopped watching Thomas stuff because it does not interest me in the slightest anymore. Maybe. Not sure. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched Thomas stuff. Kind of quit that when I became older. No knock on anyone who enjoys it, just not for me anymore. 31 people watching. Welcome to everyone new and old. There you go, a bit better. Need to add some bushes around those roads so that they don't look like they're like isolated from everything. That comes later. Yeah, it looks way better. Let's have a sip of tea because my throat is killing me. I haven't talked this much in ages. I only played Portal 2. Never had Portal 1. I got it with my Xbox. It was pretty fun. I was meant to do just have a run through with the game because I have Portal 2 on my computer. I was meant to do a multiplayer run with Andy at some point where we just did not have the time. Distance route building, yeah. Don't use 3D trees because you will lag your game to hell. Also, if you're gonna do asset blocks, this is fine. It might be a bit overkill, but it's a field and it's, you know, supposed to be full of stuff. Trees, don't go too overboard with the, like, how large the asset block is. Like, I could technically go to outside here and just plaster everything in trees. One, it wouldn't look realistic. Two, you would get asset block lag. I played Forza 4 for about a week and then got bored of it. I prefer the car game Burnout. Paradise City was what I grew up on. Yeah, terrain painting is what matters. Like, this over here is, well, breaking up the monotony of one color is what, like, saves a route. You also have people who think that asset blocks with VP grass is the way to make fields, and if you do that, your route will be labeled as Babby's first route. Because I've done that in the past. It's not nice. It does not look good. It may be more realistic, but it just does not look good. Yeah, that works. Just like not too far out, I don't think. Like just to the edge works fine. As soon as you get like out of distance, don't bother. Not worth it. Well, there's no harm in trying. Just like my best advice is take notes. And by that I don't mean like literally write down everything I do, because good luck. But when I first started route building, a it didn't look good. To put it bluntly, it didn't look good. I used 3D trees. Terrain wasn't good. Didn't paint as well. No fields, as England is quite famous for. Uh, and then, incidentally, when West of England released, I started playing that and started taking notes on how the fields were broken up, what was used in the distance, saying that like, oh, after this distance they use 2D trees instead of 3D, and it looks pretty good. Why don't I do that? And I didn't copy the style. I took the style and made my own version of it. Basically, is the best way I can say it. Just make your own style out of what you see around you. Yeah, pretty much. Now, I need to figure out a way to make it so that people have access to the station, but that's a different day. That's like near scenery times. You know what? That oak cluster looks a bit ridiculous. I'm gonna use this instead. And then just slight tilt, raise a little. How does that look from a distance? Better? Not a bad shout. Does that actually, like, work with these things? Oh, hang on. let's lock it before I start dragging. Oh, yeah. So it does. But it also stretches the damn trees, which... Wub, 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 wub. Oh, God, I'm autistic. Okay, fair point, actually. Could do that. Many ideas, so little time. That's a bit too close. We'll move you over here. It's starting to take shape at least, considering there were almost no trees around this area earlier. Let's finish off this background over here. Pine trees, were they like common at this point or non-existent at this point? Poplar, no, were non-existent. Maples, and they'll do. Um, I'll let you figure that one out in your own time. Take it slow. It might be a bit difficult to comprehend. But, I'll let you figure it out. Well, I can't eat fish because I'm allergic to it. I'm a defective Norwegian who cannot eat fish, of all things. So, I don't know. I like the taste of fish, but I don't want to vomit for 6 hours. The absolute mental fortitude it's taking right now to not break out singing because I fucking love this song. Let's do a complete field then. This is sort of how I do it on fields. It's not complete, but there. I'm listening to metal covers of sea shanties currently because based. I believe the song is called Row Me Bully Boys. Acid blocks irregular. This. That menu looks very, very complex and scary. It's not. That's the asset. You can have another one. That's the density. Oh, sorry. This is one asset. I forgot you can't see the mouse. This is the other. Here's the density. Here's the height. Here's the rotation. And yeah, just which way you want it to be most dense about. It's a pretty good tool. It shouldn't be abused. It should be a tool you use infrequently, is what I call it. Because, for example, you see that brown dot area over there? If I fly closer, it's not here. I have deleted it. Huh. Whoops. Okay, well you can see over here, no trees in the distance. I fly closer, suddenly they pop in. Ever heard of Dropkick Murphy? I've seen them live. Yeah, they were warming up for Volbeat in Bergen. I saw them live. They were actually really good as well. Oh right. Get some more oaks, shall we? I don't know when these were introduced, but I'm gonna just send it. And if Harry has any objections to the Leylandi? Is that what they're called? Leylandi? Trees. He can tell me and I'll just yeet him. What I personally like to do is draw it out, the fields. Either you can use like actual fields as inspiration, or you just draw out random lines in the ground using the dark grass and then fill them in with different fields, grasses, and all that. Try not to repeat the same color. I try anyway to not repeat the same color next to each other. Sometimes I do, like over here. They are different, believe it or not. You can see there's difference in the texture, but they look similar. Favorite tree? I genuinely don't have one. I don't think. Mostly because all the tree names I know are Norwegian. So if I start listing Norwegian tree names, it's not going to make any sense now, is it? The white flaky ones, they're called birch trees, aren't they? Those are pretty nice. I think they're called birch trees. Thing is, as well, in the future. Wait, did I finish this area already? Yeah, I did. Because this is out of my section, but I have to make the terrain all the way up to the, like, border Harry put in. So that I don't, like... So that it's, like, visible from over here. It's pretty neat. Like, the route actually coming together. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, right, I haven't done this area yet. Whoops. That's issue for future Chris. Current Chris is working on other things. Let's get some. Did I miss some paint? Yes, I did. Let's paint. Up, shift key. If I yell shift key, it's because the shift key has gotten stuck and I fly at super speeds when I'm trying to be precise. Is my controller connected? No, it's not. Thank God. You know what? That's a very good point. I haven't saved this entire time. Jesus, that could have been bad. Whew. Thank you. That's a good save. Very nice spot. That's like Train Sim 101. Like, save after, like, everything you do in the root builder. It shouldn't be an issue. It's gotten more stable recently. Unless you, like, go in and out of it all the time. But still. Almost rip, indeed. I haven't actually done much root building recently because I've been busy working on, like, other projects and stuff. Yep, that's the pain. That is something that has happened to me before, too. We did, my first time ever root building, we did a root building challenge. This is one that's long gone now, but we did a root building challenge, and we were 20 minutes away, well, not 20, 10 minutes away from the challenge being done, and my game just dump. And it didn't go well. I was very sad. I have not seen the movie October Sky. I don't really watch a lot of movies these days. I used to be a big movie person back in the day. I don't know what changed. Just it's not attention span because I like watching like long form videos. Like I will sit back and just put on a 2.5 hour explanation of some obscure lore in Fallout. But get me to sit down and watch a new movie? Yeah, no. It's it feels like a chore until I get into it. It's not even that I'm busy. I've had at least plenty of time because I've been out of a job for a year now. Luckily, that's gonna change next week. Um, but I've had the time. I'm very slow at starting to watch things I'm not super interested in. Like I only saw Breaking Bad last year. Huge Star Wars fan. Well, I was a huge Star Wars fan. It's taken more of a backseat these days because Star Wars isn't exactly what it used to be. It's the stories have taken a turn for the worse, in my opinion. Before that whole flame war kicks off, I quit because the company sucked. No, they weren't getting used, so I got rid of them. Mostly because people were complaining that they weren't being used. So I was just like, I they're gone now, and I'm probably just gonna leave them gone because I don't usually do public chats these days. It's I'm more of a chill with some friends in a another voice chat kind of person these days. One second. Let me just do the thing. Sorry about that. I've had a model train running on my rolling road since I started this, and I completely forgot. Did not want to burn that motor out. 'BR Black 2800. Um, very, very nice runner. It was a bit broken, but I fixed it, so now it's like an extremely good runner. Only cost me like 80 quid as well. Pretty happy with it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my collection, but saving for adult things in the future, so I need to not buy as many models anymore. Yeah, also known as like a house, apartment, insurance, vehicles, petrol, food, bills, you know, things adults have to pay. Taxes as well, that's a fun thing. Even though that gets like ducked automatically, which is pretty neat. Norwegian moment. I know they do it in England too, but I know a few Americans will be like, what? We have to file them ourselves. You get used to it after a while. It's I remember the first time I started working, like my first job, I was so happy because I asked if taxes get done immediately, and my boss thought I meant like, does tax get deducted from my pay immediately, not have I do I need to do anything with my like taxes, and said, yeah, no, it's done automatically. First paycheck, made bank, was extremely ecstatic. Um, Next paycheck, I get told, hey, so because you've exceeded your like under 50k earnage, 50k Norwegian, not pounds. Calm down. I wasn't that rich. Um, you're gonna get ducked heavily. You're gonna get ducked by half your pay. So lost half a paycheck on a month I did really well on taxes, and that sucked. Long story short, don't mess about with taxes. Do them properly, and no one loses anything. I mean, I just said my reaction. I wasn't happy, but like, what can I do? Not pay them? Pay your taxes, kids. It's good for the economy, I think. I didn't pay attention in economics because we didn't have it. Almost there. Is this the fastest way to do boundary bushes? No. Is it my way? Yeah. Does it work? Yeah. Alright. All in agreement. I'm happy. I don't know why I'm clicking up there when I can just... Oops. Do that. Oops. Now, I just need to be careful that I don't lock the control key down, or my assets will start moving on their own, because the key will get jammed, which sucks. Because it's like a 50-50 whether you get it unstuck again. Unpopular opinion, I don't like the 1500s. They're ugly. They remind me of the S100s, which I already find ugly, and they look pretty much the opposite of Great Western to me, which I'm sure there are some people who will go, hey, that's why they're the Great Western, best Great Western logo, because they don't look like Great Western. Haha, never heard that joke before. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of them, personally. I have them because I kind of need Great Western stuff. But I much prefer the 9400s, or as I call them, the chunky panniers. If I do... Let's try this out then. Cluster 2. Copy the... Oh, which value was it again? I don't know my axes. Which is funny if you know your history. Y-axis, okay. Ugh. Oh, fuck me, it does work. It's pretty cool. Thanks, Ash. If you're still watching. Damn, that's actually a really good thing. Damn. I need to do that more. Yeah, LNER has, like, a few nice logos. I won't lie. Like, I basically like all regions. BR can take a backseat on this one. But I like all of the big four. They have their ups, they have their downs. I prefer Great Western, but that's just because that's what I like gravitate to. B1's pretty based. I like them. I as some of you probably are aware, probably some aren't, but as some of you are aware, I do a lot of like cringe fictional stuff on this channel, and thinking about having a B1 involved at some point, just because I like them. 01, no idea. Never looked into what an 01 is. I barely know anything about about the LNER. I know I like the J50. I know I like the GER L77. I know I like the Great Central Railways A5 and Robinson 04. Like, I can get on with the A3s. I can get on with the A4s. A2s and A1s, there are about 3 million of them, so I can't really speak to that. They're just Great Western, or Great Western. They're just the LNER's answer to the Great Western copy-paste machine. The Pacifics. Yeah, no, it's I'm enjoying all sides of the grouping thing, really. I'm indecisive on which one's my favorite, because my favorite loco is from the Great Western, but the what's it called? What's it called, that one? The LNWR? Yeah, LN, no, not LN. LSWR. 700s, the black motors. They are my favorite 060 in, like, well, my favorite tender 060. Like, I just love how they look, especially in Southern Line Black. Cannot get enough of that. Which is why I reskinned the LBSER L tanks, like the big, I think it's called Baltic tanks. Reskin those to have the Southern Line black one because just a good livery. I'll probably have it included one day, but it's far out. Like still in the 50s, dude. Gotta wait until like the 70s and 80s for that sort of stuff. And like that, the last field boundary is in place. Because behind that, again, it's going to be the town, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's that. Probably. I mean, 9Fs were pretty common. God, English, man. It's actually not half bad. Totally not going to abuse these. Like, assets, that is. There you go. Yeah, pretty neat. I like that. One second, people. And I'm back. Two Nah, never. No, not really my style of loco. I like, that sounds like an industrial thing, and nope, not happening. I'm not an industrial fan. Dark. You know, you guys can keep asking if I'm gonna add stuff, but that's just spoilers, and I am not saying that. Like, no spoilers being said, because that would just... What's the point of watching the stuff I make if I just say what's gonna happen? You know? I can't believe I'm saying this, but spoiler for the people who have not seen the Disney Star Wars trilogy. But and you have been warned now. The I don't think the execs at Disney let them like show in trailers that Han Solo gets stabbed, you know, before the movie released. So why would I like tell people what I'm gonna, add into the show or what stories I'm gonna write and stuff like that? Imagine episode 5 if I had like said exactly what was gonna happen in episode 5. Wouldn't have had nearly the same amount of impact to it. Let's see, what trees did I use? I used MISC 16 and 17. Oh, thank you, Caledonia Works. Oh, tree. There we go. 16. $17. Go. And that's how you do trees, for those who were wondering. Well, acid block trees. And because I've added trees there, I'm gonna save, first of all, and then I'm gonna find a nice color of grass. Is that the same one? No, it isn't. But it's not too different. So let's go a shade darker. That is the wrong way to do it. Let's do a shade lighter. There you go. Now, ideally, you just like paint fields and then trace out the outline with the dark grass. But I've already painted in the field, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Still need to figure out how I'm gonna incorporate the town into this because it's a decent sized town. Yeah, I don't have a set number in my brain. I just kind of go with the flow. Do 75. How big's that? Not big enough. Let's do 150. There we go. Thank you. It's a project and a half, that's for sure. And it's about time I dedicated some more time to it because I have been busy working on other things and traveling, but finally have completed a bunch of tasks I set for myself, so I have the time to do some root building. It's gonna be so nice when I get the river in. If I'm doing the river, I think Harry might save me the quote-unquote trouble because I suck at rivers. But at least scenorizing it will be nice. It's starting to take shape now, considering there was no, like, trees in this area earlier. Might actually... Yeah, could do that. Here's another little trick. Something, if something looks like it's set in stone, it's not. You can change it at any time. Just, if something doesn't turn out how you like it, start again. Now, what in the heck did I use as the ground texture here? Rubble? No. Earth 2? Nope. Earth grass? Definitely not. Forest floor. That makes sense. I should probably not fill that in like that. That's stupid. Nice one, me. I really wish there was like a bucket tool for TS. Uh, I how do I say this? Steam engines in Norway look very well. First of all, most of them are built in the UK, but to a different standard. Like we have a few Bayer Peacocks, a few Manning Wardles, one American loco apparently we had. I just I don't like the aesthetic of them. They have all this like pipe work, huge lamps, weird funnels, just oops. And here's a glitch. I'm not pressing any keys and I'm drifting. Press control and the arrow key stops. There we go. Anyways, no, I just never really got on with them. They're alright. It's like Victorian era designs of steam locomotives until you get to the time when we how do you say it nicely? Were delivered some from the Germans. Uh, to put it in the nicest way possible. And I don't know. It's just not my style. I prefer the elegance of a UK design. It's like you don't really until you get to the standards, which I don't like because of the same reason. You don't really get like a lot of pipework on the outside or how do you say? You don't get the weird ugly modifications. It's all just so compact and nice looking. Also, the liveries are pretty cool in England. Like, we have black with red frames. Enjoy. So I much prefer the UK Steam scene. Um, I know people ask me like, oh well, what do you think of American stuff? Don't like it. Same reason. Even the daylight, it's just something about it. Don't like them. They look. They're not built for looks. They're built for functionality. Which, by God, do they function? But I I'm more of a looks person. I like aesthetics. That is the crowd I hang around with mostly is UK trained people. Alright, that's another foresty area added. Now to add the forest itself. The hell happened over here? Oh, it's done that glitch. Gotcha. think if I hit play, it gets rid of it. Yes, it does. Yeah, there are a few Heritage Railways. Met Tom in an AWP live stream. Had asked all of the good questions I had in the chat. They pulled me into asking another question. Coke or Pepsi? That was it. Talked with them for a while after the stream, and then yeah, became friends from there. Only met him for the first time like IRL this year as well. You know what? That's gonna take too long. I'm just gonna delete that and start over. If you're only just tuning in, said it earlier, I don't really play music on my streams because I don't want to risk a copyright. Also, I don't know what kind of music taste people have, but mine is usually metal aligned. So if the silence is boring you, chuck on your own playlist in the background and just kick back and relax. Oh, that's too large. Uh, 1-1. Well, I say I went to one. I went to a Heritage Railway, which was narrow gauge when I was a kid. Barely remember being in the coach. In recent years, the National Norwegian Railway Museum. Been to that. Um, that's about it, really. I don't really actively seek out Norwegian Heritage Lines. I know of one that's a fair distance away from me. But again, it's a journey and a half. I'm guessing Strasbourg is one of the American ones. Is that the one where the engine plowed into a like piece of equipment that was on the line? Because they didn't set the points. Can't remember if that's the one. That's why the name sounded familiar. um, trees. There you go. Screw it. Do that, and that. Let's do some line side trees after I fill in this gap. That looks weird from the side. That's better. That's looking pretty good, actually, from a distance. Don't need to do much more on that side. 20 miles long without the extension. To VP we go. Leave it. Actually, group is a bit too much for me. It's not a route for me at all. It's a route project I've been asked to help out with, so it's a job basically. I've just been told I'm allowed to stream it for people so they can get a insight into what it's going to be like. That's better. I don't need to get paid, to be honest. I don't really. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for creating an enjoyable experience for people. That's always like everything I do. It's just who gives a sod about money. I just want to do cool stuff. That is annoying, but I can fix it. Is that the entire thing, or? Oh, yeah, that needs to be erased. How about on this side? Erased and moved. Brilliant. I'll remember that. I think I have it, but I've never played it. It's just average day in Finland simulators, as far as I've heard. What did I just do? Oh, right. Cars I own IRL? I have a 2006 Golf. Petrol 1.3 liter, I think. It's not a strong car, but it works, which is, the important thing. Um, I technically have a car. That's my dad's, but I'm gonna get it when, if and when he passes. Well, he's gonna pass, but hopefully in a lot of years. Uh, what is it called? It's a 1972 Plymouth Roadrunner. Which is cool as all molasses, but it's been in pieces since 2001. So I don't remember seeing it. But it's cool once it's put together. I know he has two engines for it. I know it's a big block. Big block Hemi, obviously. 440, maybe? It's been a while since I've, talked about that car with him. Oh, whoops. I, I used to, well, yeah, I like cars, but I'm not as into it as most people. I'm just like, I know what cars I enjoy, what car I want when I can afford it, which is probably never, considering how Norway does import charges. But I like cars. I fixed my own car more times than I can count. Like, change the engine, change the clutch, change the front suspension, uh, fan belt, so much stuff. That was my old Audi. That thing chewed through paychecks. So glad I don't have that anymore. I have not. No. I mean, the car I want is a I want a Challenger Hellcat or Demon. Let's. What are these things called again? Hay pile, hay bale. Gotcha. There you go. This is a massive field. Huh. Oh well. In for a penny. Harry can tell me later how to fix it if need be. Alright, round one's probably one thing at this time. Both. I don't have a preference on animals. I like both. Right, where do those hay bales go? I swear I placed some. Apparently I didn't. Oh, well, that's great. It doesn't even show from the... Nice. I'm just gonna tick it as world. And see if that does anything. No. Alright, well that tells me that that is a absolutely worthless venture. Alright, let's get back to trees then. Over here it is. I don't really have an favorite American Steam engine. I've not really connected or liked any one of them, to be honest. Big boys are big. Um, I, that's it, really. Uh, I guess they're alright. They don't really interest me as much as the Steam logo does, but some are cool. I like the hydraulics. I enjoy my throat is going. Let's drink some water before I continue that conversation. The Western hydraulics are pretty nice. Some of the first gen shunters, pretty cool. LMS twins, not bad. That's it really. I don't really do much with diesels because I just don't know much about diesels. That's more like modern veg friend areas. If I ever need anything with diesels, I just ask my friends because they know so much more than me. I have no idea what that is. I don't like narrow gauge, so I don't have a favorite narrow gauge loco. I find them unappealing because they're too small for my liking. The hell is an EMD? American stuff. Not a fan. Mm. I don't know. Probably the Princess Royals. Pretty cool. I mean, one of them is named after the Queen of Norway, so pretty based. Anyway, seeing as we're actually like working on a root project here, I think it's starting to shape up pretty damn well. Getting a lot of the distant scenery done. I've been live for what, 2 hours ish? Not even. Just under. Yeah, just under 2 hours. Pretty nice shape up. That's the wrong one to use here. We use one. If you take one look at my channel, you'll figure out pretty quick what my favorite free grouping railway is, because it's the same as my favorite grouping railway. Let's grab. Let's make this densely treed, shall we? I still love the fact that the what's it called? The tree lines and groups go from 4 straight to 6. Like, where is the 5th one? I kind of want to know what that one's made up of, but apparently doesn't exist. Oops. That's pretty alright. No, because it has no DLC that interests me, and I have everything I need on the regular train sim game. Well, I have everything I need on the regular Train Sim Classic. Like, Train Sim World is heavily modern. I don't do modern stuff. There's no point for me to buy it. Derail Valley, because it's different. I used to play Derail Valley. Streamed it a few times as well, but then it stopped. Don't know why. It just did. Let's see. Don't have one. They are standard to boring. Hot take, but I find them boring. There we go. Alright, one moment, people. I will be right back. Let's see. While I'm gone, I will throw up the information so that people can read what I am doing. And I return with a cup of tea because my throat was killing me. We'll try to keep going for another hour, maybe half an hour, depends. My throat is actually not doing too hot right now, but we shall see. Getting good progress done at least. If I do say so myself, which I do. You're being a pain. Screw it, I'll do. Can't tell from a distance. Looking pretty good. I don't have one because I don't watch Thomas the Tank Engine. Let's see. I'm realizing just now how much I have to do on the other side of this river. This is gonna be a multi-day project, but I'm hoping to at least have one side of the river complete pretty soon here. At least distance scenery-wise. So what I have to do, I have to... a few more things out here. Oh, whoops, that's dumb. Stay around. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely starting to take shape, which I am here for. Yeah. Shift key. Thank you. To be fair, I think root building like this would make like a good time lapse, which would not be hard to put together, but also effort. Probably also give off massive motion sickness with how quick I move the camera around. There we go. That'll do. Nice. Right, now this. Oh, I was gonna cut this in half, wasn't I? Because it was too big of an asset block. Hmm. Well, no time like the present. Could really do with a bucket tool right about now. I don't know, because I haven't decided yet. I'm very much spur of the moment when I decide on things. Also, we don't have a lot of good standards in game. Like we have the JT ones, can't drive them. They're advanced. I don't get on with them. So we'll see. Time will tell. Later. Large brush gober. And I think that is another field complete. Might actually be a bit crazy. Do. Nice. Oh, this might take longer than I wanted to. One moment. Just getting something for a friend. Nice. I think that's the left side distant scenery more or less complete. Very nice. Oh, whoops. There we go. Would I call that complete? Almost. There we go. Let's take it from the track side and keep an eye on the left. Do a little bit more over here. And add the near trees. Come on, Jensen. There we go. There's that bush. There's that bush. Come on. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's make you a little bit larger though. Look, crap, it's raining outside. About time we get some good storms coming through to Norway. It's been way too warm this summer. Right, looking good, looking good. Distant scenery on one side done. Now I just have to do, to be fair, a lot of this side is also done. Just some bits in the background here. I'm actually gonna paint this while I'm at it. Yeah, I actually really like that. Hmm. I can hear the wind tearing the trees apart, and that is gonna be fun to deal with, because those trees are right over my car, and if that thing falls, I am doomed. There we go. Distant scenery is very much nearing completion on this side of the map, at least. I'd say we're pretty much in the clear with distant scenery up near this side until I put the town in. Which means I just have to do some more work down there. Get this in place. Oops. Go. Oops. That's too much. Ah, that's better. Yeah, I'm still going, plodding along. I've actually finished the entirety, bar the middle area here. I don't count that yet. I've done all the distance stuff on the left side here. Uh, all the trees, all the fields, all the lining of the fields on the left side is done. Thank you, thank you. Most of this side is now also done. It's just the like far distant over here left, and all of the distant scenery will be done this side of the river, which is very nice. Well, of course, happy to help. I'm currently listening to the rain and wind absolutely pelting my house and worrying if a tree is gonna fall on my car. Would be unideal, but you know, nature will do what nature will do. Take care, man. Oh, Jesus. I believe that is all the distance scenery complete, mostly. I can need a few more, like, tree clusters in around and about, but that's a thing I'll keep in mind for later, I think. Which one did I use here? Not that. That one. Yeah, I think that's a pretty damn good job done for today, I think. Gonna place in a few more of these bad boys in this from the distance. And then I will do a bit of a cheeky thing, I think. Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot. So I think what I'll do, obviously we don't have any broad gauge locomotives in the game at the moment. But I will do 2 runs with what we have, which is, what actually do we have that was built that early on? Ooh, this is a very good question. That's good. I'm taking the Metro tank. I know it's 1905. I know broad gauge was abolished. Shame. We're going to place one over by Bridgewater platforms where they will eventually appear as well. Really does put into perspective how large, like, broad gauge is. Obviously, I've seen the North Star replica, so kind of know how large it really is, but god damn. So let's see. We're gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna lower the volume on TS a bit because that was ear-piercingly loud. And then I am gonna mute myself and do 2 runs down the branch so far from the view of... Actually, I only need to do 1 if I turn on the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So, I'm gonna be quiet for a while and just let you guys enjoy some running. I feel like that is a good point for me to end at, with all the distant scenery on this side of the river completely done. I am pretty chuffed with that, actually. Pretty decent shift. I'll take it. So next on the agenda is just get the line side up to scratch, and I can't go any further because it's a train. Fair enough. But yes, to the people still here, thank you for hanging out. I am gonna get this thing basically ready, hopefully soon, to send to Harry. It's gonna be a few days, but that's the plan. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the flip side.